Hello everybody. I am going to demonstrate the Lego Harry Potter set, Hogwarts Great Hall. This set is aimed for those ages 9 to 14. It contains 878 pieces, and its code number 75954. This set has 10 interesting minifigures, all right here. The minifigures include Hagrid, Nearly Headless Nick, Professor Quirrell, Professor McGonagall, Albus Dumbledore, Draco Malfoy, Susan Bones, Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, and Ron Weasley. Here are the minifigures on the front box picture, and most of them have wands because they are practicing wizardry in the Hogwarts school, and you can tell the difference between the students and the staff because the students have their uniforms on. Coming with the set is also the basilisk serpent snake that comes in 6 segments, and its body bends easily. Its mouth also opens and closes. Included somewhere in the Great Hall is Fawkes the Phoenix. I'll show you him when I do an overview of the Great Hall itself. There's also a small boat in which some of the characters can ride in, and you can see it looks like Ron Weasley and Hermione are riding in it too. Now be aware that the boat cannot float, so you can't put it in water and expect it to float. There's Hawks right there, but there's another owl who is perched on the dock near the Great Hall. Here's the back of the box showing you what the Great Hall looks like from the back. There's a spiral staircase, the main hall where the students will eat, different flags that resemble the different houses of the Hogwarts school, different pictures showing you what you can do with this set. There's Harry, it looks like he's trying to train the serpent or fight the serpent at the table. And then there's also the mirror of Erist with changing pictures. You can flip the pictures around or replace them. You can also rotate the flags, take them off and turn them the other way. Now we're going to talk about the hall itself. From the outside it looks pretty consistent with the real Harry Potter Great Hall. There's a big tower with separate rooms. And then there are large wooden double doors that open up into the hall. And you can see the long tables with food on them. That's where the students will eat. You have fancy arched windows. Nice roof and towers. There's another very large iron framed window on the end of the hall. Now we will go into detail with the hall itself. Here you can see the long tables better. They are a bit dusty because this has sat on my bookcase for like at least 5 months, but it's not too dirty. Right there it looks like an oven for cooking the food and preparing it. You have candles that hang from the ceiling to provide light over the room. Here it looks like see the flags can rotate around, so you don't actually have to take them off. And I know that this is the Ravenclaw house. This is the Slytherin house. And I could be wrong, but this is the Gryffindor house. And then lastly, there's the Hufflepuff house. It looks like you have some neat, delicious food on the table, including chicken, ice cream, coffee, and that looks like a cupcake. Here you have cups for drinking. There's a enormous cup on the windowsill there, and also there's, looks like the king's chair, the head of the table. Now we're going to go over to the tower, which has this spiral staircase that can be wound up or folded up to prevent access to the upper levels, or it can be extended. You have a small broom there for cleaning. Then on the second level is a potion room. You have bottles containing potions. There's a cup for drinking them. And then there's like a small pot there that holds another solution. And lastly, there's a vat for actually mixing and producing the final potions, which can then be probably consumed from there. Now on the third level, you have some nasty animals, a rat and a spider. It looks like you have a wizard hat up there. And then there's a treasure chest that you can remove, and what's inside it? Well, let's see. Looks like there's a lot of pretty jewels. All different colors. White, blue, yellow, green, red. And lastly, on the fourth level is the mirror, which has different pictures on both sides. And if you want to, you can remove one of the pictures and replace it with another one. And then you can turn the picture around as well, depending on which one you want facing out. Now removing the mirror also reveals Fawkes the Phoenix, who can be taken right off of his perch. His perch came with him, but his wings do not fold out. But he has a very long tail and beak as well. A black beak. And then you can mount him elsewhere outside the Great Hall. You can mount him on the roof here. As long as his tail doesn't get in the way, or you can mount him on the side. There's a lot of things you can do, and then you can place the minifigures wherever. You could put the students at the tables. As you can see, I placed all the minifigures except for Hagrid at the table. There are the students, and then the older minifigures. You can see the Professor McGonagall at the far end with a cup in front of him, and then you have Professor Quirrell and Susan Bones sitting together at one table. And then Hagrid is in the potion room. And that is pretty much it with the Hogwarts Great Hall. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this demonstration. Please stay tuned for more.